There is room beside the flat stone today, little ones. Bongo tested it for sitting and reports that it stayed exactly where he left it. Picture being sure you know what happened, while your friend is just as sure of something different. Anger is a real feeling. God can help us notice it without letting it choose cruel words, sharp guesses, or a story that was never proved. One afternoon, Quilla, the chinchilla, asked Chitter the chipmunk to lend her his small woven pouch. It was a little thing, but little things sometimes carry breakfast, memories, and rather more trust than their size suggests.
Chitter, may I borrow your pouch until the sun reaches the tall oak? I need both paws for the burr patch.
The brown one? My good brown one? The one with the neat corner and the knot that only looks worried?
That one.
It holds seeds, string, one polished pebble, and backup string in case the first string needs backup.
I will disturb none of their duties.
All right, yes, I trust you. Back on the forked branch beside the flat stone before the oak shadow reaches it.
Forked branch. Flat stone. Before the shadow. I will put it there myself.
My aunt helped me weave it. The worried knot was the first knot I tied without her holding the string.
Then I am borrowing something loved, not only something useful. I will take care of both parts.
Bongo, the bear cub, came backward through the grass, dragging a fallen branch twice as wide as his plan.
I got this. It is going to be a shade frame. At present, it is mostly a branch with ambition.
Not that forked branch. My return branch is the smaller one by the stone.
Understood. 2 branches, one ambitious, one employed in returning.
Garingo, the parrot, dropped from the willow, wearing a round leaf on his chest like an official badge.
Behold, a loan, a deadline, a branch of return. This moment requires a careful witness with excellent feathers.
It requires me to bring back a pouch.
And someone to announce that you did.
Zippy the hummingbird arrived with 3 leaf cards already labelled before, during, and after.
Wait. I made a timeline in case the borrowing starts needing a timeline.
It is a pouch, Zippy. It will not grow chapters.
That sounds like before talking.
Shelly, the young tortoise, reached the flat stone and looked at the 6 creatures preparing for one small loan.
The pouch has already formed a committee.
A witness is not a committee. A witness is the complete truth wearing a badge.
A leaf badge.
A grand badge must begin somewhere.
Quilla tucked the pouch beneath one arm and walked toward the burr patch, while Chitter watched the knot disappear.
Forked branch. Flat stone. Before the shadow.
I heard you.
At the burr patch, Quilla worked one seed head at a time. She kept Chitter's pouch tucked high, away from every catching hook.
Seeds in my basket, string in its pocket, pebble exactly where Chitter left it.
Witness note, borrower has resisted a polished pebble.
It is a pebble.
A polished pebble? The witness record will show restraint.
Before the oak shadow touched the stone, Chitter returned. The flat stone was there. The forked branch was not.
No branch, no pouch. No neat corner, no worried knot. No backup string for the other backup string.
Remain calm. Your official witness observed the return with both eyes and most of one beak.
You saw Quilla put it here? On this branch? Beside this stone?
I saw pouch, branch, and Quilla. I announced, return observed. The evidence received excellent projection.
Then where is it?
Quilla came through the grass with 3 burrs in her fur and no pouch beneath her arm.
You are early. I returned it before the shadow reached the stone.
It is not here.
I put it on the fork of the branch myself. Garingo saw me.
Confirmed. Signed by a leaf badge and a voice that carries across water.
You put it somewhere, maybe. But not here, because here is empty, and I asked you 3 times where here was.
You asked once, I repeated it once, I returned it once.
Then how can your returned pouch be gone? That knot is the first one my aunt taught me to tie. If the pouch is gone, I cannot make that first knot happen again.
It is your pouch, and I do not know.
I know why it matters. That is why being treated as careless hurts.
I do not know what else to believe.
You could believe I am still your friend while we look.
The word gone sat between them. Chitter heard careless. Quilla heard liar. Neither word had actually been spoken.
Okay. Timeline. Not blame line. Timeline. We place only things somebody actually saw or heard.
And we leave room for what nobody saw.
I saw the return. Therefore, I saw the complete truth.
You saw one moment.
Leaf 1. Chitter lends pouch. Leaf 2. Quilla carries pouch. Leaf 3. Chitter finds no branch.
Leaf 4. Quilla says she returned it.
Leaf 4. Quilla returned it.
Same leaf, different sentence. We need the 10 seconds between return and empty.
I can search while you build sentences. I got this. Search 1. Under the flat stone.
He lifted it carefully. Beneath it was one annoyed beetle and no pouch.
Sorry. Search 2. Behind the root.
Behind the root he found his own lunch, which seemed to have been searching for him.
Good news for lunch. Search 3. The grass marks where the branch was.
The marks ended after 4 steps. Whatever happened next had left the ground.
A flying pouch. At last, the case respects my range.
Or a carried branch.
A carried branch. That sounds strangely familiar.
Bongo's smile faded. Chitter was staring at the bare stone, and Quilla had stopped meeting his eyes.
I need a minute.
So do I.
They sat on opposite sides of the flat stone, while the oak shadow crept closer through the grass.
I can make a leaf called feelings, but I suspect that would be a poor use of a very good leaf.
Sit with us instead.
Zippy folded the unused leaf and sat. Garingo removed his badge. Bongo left his lunch where it was.
It is not only the pouch. I let you carry something I keep close. When it was gone, it felt like my trust went too.
When you asked the same question faster each time, it felt as if my answer counted less because it came from me.
I was angry. I kept it quiet, but it was writing a bad story about you. I tried to get sure fast enough to stop being afraid.
I was angry too. I left before I said something sharp. The pause was wise at first, but staying gone let my bad story grow.
A burr slipped from Quilla's fur and clicked against the stone. Bongo folded his paws over his lunch and waited. I sat beside the stone and asked one question. What can you repair before the pouch is found?
The part where I turned an empty place into proof that Quilla did not care.
The part where I walked away instead of telling Chitter that his questions hurt me.
Quilla, I am sorry I treated my fear like proof. I should have asked what you saw and listened to the whole answer. I can ask God to help me slow down before fear turns a guess into proof.
I am sorry I left you alone with the empty place. I should have said I was hurt instead of walking away and making you guess. I can ask God to help me come back after a pause and use kind words.
I still want the pouch back.
Of course. Repair does not require pretending it never mattered.
Will you search with me? Even before we know which memory missed a piece.
Yes, side by side is a good place to look from.
I also owe a repair. I announced more than I observed. I saw Quilla put the pouch on the branch. I did not see the pouch remain there.
That is a smaller sentence and a better witness.
My badge feels lighter already.
Then we replay both accounts. Same 10 seconds. No conclusions. Only sounds, movements, and exact words.
My account first. I came from the seed shelf. I heard Garingo say, "Return observed."
Return observed. Pouch secure. Branch present. Witness magnificent.
I saw Quilla walking away. Then I looked at the stone. No branch, no pouch. That is all I saw.
My account. I placed the strap over the branch fork. 3 burrs caught the cloth, so I pulled them loose. Garingo announced. I checked the knot. Then I walked away. I did not look behind the branch.
Both accounts fit. The missing piece happened behind Quilla and before Chitter looked.
Behind Quilla, after my announcement, there was a sound I rejected for lacking drama.
What sound?
Scritch, thump, scritch, scritch. Then Bongo said, "Left side, cooperate."
That was me and the ambitious branch. I thought the smaller branch had been left behind, so I added it to the shade frame. I moved the return place.
Then here are the whole 10 seconds. Quilla loops the pouch over the fork. 3 burrs catch. She pulls them loose.
I announce the return and watch Quilla walk away. I hear branch sounds, but I do not turn around.
Behind both of them, Bongo drags the large branch past the small one.
The small fork catches the pouch strap. I lift both branches without seeing underneath, then carry the whole return place away.
Then I arrive after the branch is gone. Every account was true, but none of us had the whole 10 seconds.
And the missing piece did not give us leave to hurt each other while we waited for it.
You carried the whole here away.
That would explain why here looked elsewhere.
I am sorry. I listened when Chitter said, "Not that branch," then carried exactly that branch.
It was an accident. Help us check it carefully.
Search 3 continued. First, I lift the shade branch.
He lifted it. 1 acorn dropped onto his head. It had been waiting all afternoon for this moment.
Second, I shake only the leaves.
1 leaf landed on Shelly. Shelly studied it, then continued being Shelly beneath it.
The leaf may stay. It has travelled enough.
Third, I turn the branch slowly.
Under the fork, held against a patch of burrs, was a small brown pouch with 1 worried-looking knot.
My pouch.
Your pouch.
And the repair happened before it came back.
Good. I would not want a pouch doing all our friendship work.
Then I revise the official record. 2 honest accounts, 1 missing branch, 0 villains.
And 1 timeline with a label called Things We Did Not Know Yet.
Keep that leaf.
Can the ambitious branch keep its job?
Yes, far away from pouch return duties.
And my badge?
It may return to being a leaf.
A grand rest.
That evening, beside the pond, I asked what had nearly done more harm than the missing pouch.
The angry story I kept adding to while I stayed quiet.
And my silence. Once it stopped being a pause and became a wall.
Also certainty wearing a leaf badge.
A man named Paul once wrote to friends in Ephesus. His letter is in the Bible, in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26. In the King James Version, it says, "Be ye angry, and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath."
The line does not pretend anger is not there. It asks us not to let anger become the thing that chooses harm.
Wrath is an old word for anger we hold on to until it grows hard and wants to do harm. Mine grew each time I added a guess.
That is it. God did not ask them to erase the feeling or excuse the mistake. He helped them keep hurt from deciding what happened next.
And it left room for the missing piece to arrive without needing a villain.
Professor Hoot, our owl, set 1 claw beside the burrs and looked across the flat stone as though it were a lecture hall.
A burr can carry many tiny hooks. Those hooks catch on loops in fur or cloth and help the seed travel.
That pouch traveled far too well.
A human inventor named George de Mestral looked closely at burrs after they stuck to fur and clothing. He copied the hook and loop idea to make a fastener that can open and close again. Learning that way from nature is called biomimicry.
What does that mean?
It means noticing how a living thing solves a problem, then using that lesson to design something helpful.
My leaf badge was inspired by leaves.
That is wearing a leaf. You must learn how a living thing works, not only wear it. Class refined.
The reeds shook once. Splish, splash, and splosh, the three frog brothers slid to the pond edge in a row that lasted half a second. Mud Puppy Minutes had begun.
Today on Mud Puppy Minutes, why does your stomach growl?
A tiny bear inside you is moving the lunch furniture.
Incorrect. Your breakfast is knocking because it forgot the password.
Or muscles in your digestive system move food, liquid, and gas along. Those movements can make growling sounds.
Oh no, that answer has a school word in it.
Put the school word in a hat and ask the bear.
The hat says the bear is called Sir Rumbles.
So an empty stomach is rehearsing for lunch.
Mine rehearses during quiet time.
That is excellent timing for a stomach and poor timing for everyone else. The bear says the password is sandwich.
Too easy. The bear must knock 3 times and wiggle its ears.
What if the bear has very serious ears?
Mud puppies, we have solved it. Stomachs growl when the lunch door forgets the ear wiggle.
And a bear rearranges the chairs.
Quietly. It lives there.
Does the bear pay rent?
Your digestive system uses muscles to move food, liquid, and gas. Those movements can make a growling sound, especially when your stomach is empty. No tiny bear, lunch furniture, secret knock, or ear wiggle is required. When anger grows, you may need a pause. Ask a trusted grown-up for help, then return to safe repair when you can speak without harm.
And label one leaf, things we do not know yet.
The pond is quiet again. I am old Timber, and I will meet you beside the next question.
See you next time, somewhere in Shiloh Creek.